This is Water Over Toilet Paper, and today we are reviewing The Suicide Squad. Directed by James Gunn, starring Idris Elba, Margot Robbie, John Cena, Joel Kinnaman, Sylvester Stallone, Viola Davis, and others.
Plot. Under orders from intelligence officer Amanda Waller, the squad is tasked with destroying Jotunheim, a Nazi-era laboratory that holds a secretive experiment known as Project Starfish.
The good directing. James Gunn, say what you will about all the weird shit he said recently about Martin Scorsese, or the weird hype he gets for being so bizarre, twisted, and all that. He's proved himself with movies like Slither, Super, and Guardians of the Galaxy. He has an extreme style with plenty of bizarre and gross violence mixed with humor. While the humor tends to feel a little too try-hardy, the quick pace of the film ensures that it goes by fairly quickly.
And I've decided that you should eat a big bag of dicks.
For the most part. By far the most valuable thing he brings to the table is not the horribly twisted mind of James Gunn. It's actually his ability to craft a coherent story with a bunch of weirdos, and that's nice. There are little moments that show that beyond all the haha gore, haha violence, he treats the characters with sincerity. This is why when they end up dying in a gag, the gag is all the better for it.
Visuals! The camera never fucking stops. It's always whizzing, panning around, zooming, tracking, etc. etc. Makes the movie feel jittery and energetic. This effect is helped by the colorful cinematography with a lot of bright and loud outfits from the Suicide Squad members, most notably Peacemaker and also the villain Starro. By far the best looking DC movie because you could actually see shit.
That's some good fucking kino right there.
The pacing. The movie moves very quickly without stopping to develop characters or show the sadness. It starts and it just doesn't stop. From the intro to the flashbacks to the time skips, all helps it give that energy. This also ensures that all the threats and fights the heroes get into slowly ramp up in scale, making the final fight feel all the more bigger. Except for the Harley Quinn detour, where we'll get into.
The characters, as epic and mean and as ruthless as this movie is supposed to be, it treats its characters with more sincerity than most normal serious superhero fare. And these interactions and moments are helped by the actors who do a great job at selling the silliest of jokes to the most genuine of character moments. The character interactions in general are excellent for the most part. We've gone from
Mama says I can't live with you because you kill people.
That's not true. That's a lie.
to
No, what's fucking embarrassing is having you as my father!
the interactions here have an undercurrent of actual humanity. This helped ground Guardians of the Galaxy and give it some weight when compared to the other Marvel schlock. And here it works great as the dumb fun moments are contrasted with moments of genuine emotion. In particular is a scene between Peacemaker and Rick Flag, which was the emotional high point of the film. Even the entire rat metaphor is pretty well done.
The action.
Oh shit!
There isn't anything unique or new, not like it always has to be fresh. The set pieces build up organically and almost always evolve into fucking pandemonium before it. Pandemonium is what's odd when I say it. Pandemonium. It also helps that the movie is filled with gore and the action scenes are also filled with gore, and it's all the more fun for it. Pockets of blood and gore. It's just refreshing to see these superhumans do what they realistically can do. No PG-13 nerf here. It's great, and it's always entertaining to see a superhero movie be rated R and see it earn that rating.
The best DC movie yet. It's not saying much, but this and Shazam are the best DC movies by far, and they show what can be achieved when you let a bona fide creative who has a track record helm a project instead of all this shit.
A man I knew used to say that hope is like your car keys.
That's deep.
It's not that this film pushes the boundaries too far or anything, but it is enough to encourage even more bizarre and unique movies that can emerge from the superhero movie factory.
She's terrible, period. A cringe character if there ever was one. She's unfunny as fuck, very edgy. Oh my god, look at me, I'm so crazy. And she is the only thing that reminded me of the old Suicide Squad. She does the best with whatever is given to her, I guess. But what she's given is just fucking terrible. Her character being a psychopath is very inconsistent. She becomes proper rational human being whenever the script wants, and also becomes I'm kind of a psychopath whenever it wants.
5, 4, 3, 2, One.
Not what the name says. The first sequence in the film sets it up as this film filled with real consequences and actually make the Suicide Squad just that. A bunch of expendable weird people who can die in a mission and can sometimes get their job done. But after that first sequence, the rest of the movie does not live up to it in any way. The villains become heroes and none of the main players die. They just kill the actually interesting weird characters and keep the obvious ones alive. This comes across as pussyfooting it, as the movie sets up an expectation of, oh, a lot of them will die and everyone's gonna be shocked. This isn't your dad's Suicide Squad. And in the end, everyone's fine. This is very much a half reboot, half sequel thing that DC begrudgingly put out because they didn't want more of.
My heart scares you and a gun doesn't.
Is the characters have a real emotional life and an emotional journey.
So why not go all in? Just kill all of them. It'll be a better movie. The one big character they kill is John Cena, and even he's alive in the post-credit scene. So what the fuck was the point? This idea of making them the good guys stinks of cowardice. Make them bad people. This, and then they got away with it and live happily ever after. Horse crap. It's just so fucking ridiculous.
Some of the jokes. For the most part, the movie is relatively chuckle-worthy, except for 4 moments where the pacing grinds to a soft halt, and the characters deliver and run with some very unfunny jokes for way too long. Wow. I will eat a island filled with.
You're gonna eat an island filled with penises? Why would you eat an island filled with penises? What?
Will you eat if the island is filled with this?
Have you heard of Milton?
It's a very strange name, so I will remember Milton.
Why has anyone heard of Milton? I know the character's name Milton. There's somebody I remember, Milton. Weird character inconsistencies. Why does Waller send Rick Flag out on the distraction squad to die, but then want the other squad to rescue him? Why does Waller not fucking eliminate her entire office when they rebel against her? And the biggest inconsistency is that it tries to be a special superhero movie where people can die and that there are consequences, but it ends up doing the same thing as the rest of them.
Conclusion, I give it a 6 out of 10.
And I give it a 7.
It's fun, and flawed. It's not all that, and neither it is all that. It's a decent fun time at the movies. Go check it out if you can, or wait till it comes to your streaming platform.
Yeah, YTS.
HBO Max India, which definitely exists. Okay, like, share, subscribe. Follow us at Water Toilet Paper Instagram, Toilet Paper Bad at Twitter, and also listen to our film podcast on Spotify. You can watch more reviews by clicking on the right. You can watch the latest upload by clicking on the left, which is what you're watching right now. Okay, bye.